Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel Mothers Teach. My name is Simone, and on this channel you can find various topics on motherhood, homemaking, and homeschooling. So go ahead and check my channel out. Also, if you would love to support my channel and support me, my family, I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I try to find side hustles as much as I can, but I have started kind of like a support my channel page. And so it's through a system or organization called Buy Me a Coffee. And I'll leave the link down below. You just click that link and you can be a supporter of my channel. You can donate as low as $1. You can donate as much as however you want. Doesn't matter. But I mainly am trying to get enough funds in order for me to be able to hire someone to edit my videos and various things that I would need for making this channel a success. So I thank you in advance. So go ahead, don't forget, after this video, go ahead and go down in the description box below. You'll see it and it'll say, if you would like to support my channel, click here. Okay, so in today's video, I will be going over the challenges of motherhood. So we all know that motherhood is not some walk in the park, right? And there's no rule book to it either. And I just feel like with motherhood, there's not even a right or wrong. So, we just try to strive to do the best that we can in order to help our little ones grow up to be contributors to society. I went ahead and Googled the challenges of motherhood, and I have them all written down here. I did not prepare these questions, so I just wanted to go ahead and give you a raw chit chat and a raw discussion of each of these topics. So let's go ahead and get started. So for number one, it says adjusting from being an independent professional to have a completely dependent child that I am at home with 24/7. So I guess this is for a mother who is a stay-at-home mom like myself. And it was a big adjustment. At first, I loved it. I just engulfed myself in it. All around stay-at-home mom duties and homeschooling mom stuff. I just engulfed myself in it. I lived it, I breathed it, I ate it. It was so much fun. And then I found myself just wanting to do more, wanting to be more. It definitely was spiritual because I do so much for this household and for my family. I was getting to the point where I was thinking that I wasn't enough, comparing myself to my friends who are in the corporate and working world, just thinking that I just wasn't doing anything at home. Reality, people were telling me I don't know how you do it, but that's a lot of work to stay at home with your daughter 24/7, take her everywhere you go, just be with her 24/7, just being with your child all day, every day. People just thought that was just amazing that I could do that and that I'm still as happy and chipper as I am today. Behind closed doors, it was very difficult. I did have a lot of doubts in myself. I thought that I was going on the road to PA school and then it abruptly stopped due to COVID. From there, I just was very depressed, and a lot of people were going through a lot of depression through COVID when it first hit, and some people still are. Now I've actually come to terms with this is fulfilling me. I feel like this was my purpose, to stay home with my daughter and with our future children, bring them up as well-rounded individuals and big contributors to society. I see bright futures for Priya and my future children, and it's a beautiful thing. I love being home with Priya. I love bonding with her, and I love being able to give that attention to her all the time and to give her that love and show her what that intense real bond is. It's just amazing, and I love it. I wouldn't trade it for the world, and I never want to go back to work, unless I absolutely had to for some reason, but I really have no plans of going back to work. So the next one says connecting with other like women and smaller casual encounters are needed to form stronger bonds and make real friends. Of course, I had friends before I had children, and I have friends after. I always try to make it to where we try to schedule play dates or phone calls or just girls' night out. And I don't do it often, but I make sure that I do that because I do know that you can get sucked into the motherly world, only providing for you and your family and just being there for them. But your friends need you too, and they need the advice and they need the companion. You need it as well. I always love to connect and reach out to my friends as much as I can. I am a bad texter, so so it may take me 2 or 3 days to get back to you regarding something that you've asked me, or I may have asked you something, you responded, and then I just never get back to you until 2 or 3 days later. But I always let my friends know that I'm a horrible texter now that I've had my first child, and just work with me. But I'm here and I love you, and I need your companion. I need to be able to vent. You need to be able to express your feelings. Surrounding yourself with people and supporters who support you in your path of being a stay-at-home mom and a homeschooling mother is what you really need. So the next one says, feeling like I'm fulfilling my duties as a mom and staying at home, keeping the house tidy and cooking with a baby. So I know at first that was a real struggle for me, like just trying to make sure that I stay organized and productive during the day and not just sitting around. But then that's okay too, to just sit around and collect yourself. You need those reset days, and you don't have to stimulate your child all day, every day. You know, they only need about 10 minutes. Just reading to them, you know, before bedtime is enough, because they're getting enough stimulation in daycare. And for me as a stay-at-home mom, that was difficult because I didn't have pre and daycare, and so I was the one that was mainly thinking of all the different activities and curriculums and all the extra stuff to make sure that she's stimulated and learning all day, every day. But it is okay if you don't get to do any productive learning for that day. It's okay. It could be that whole week. They're learning something. They're learning how to speak because you're speaking to them. They're learning how to love because you love on them. They're learning how to do for others because you do for them. And so you have to think about those skills that they need to just be a caring and loving human being. This is a really good one. So the next one says, knowing whose advice to take and what book to listen to. I myself have never looked towards a book for any type of advice. I would always just Google stuff or ask family and friends. But I always say this: chew the meat and spit out the bone. Take in all the information that you're receiving from your friends and family and Google, but spit out what you really don't need, because you know what's best for you and your family, and you know what your child needs. Take it. You may try it. If it doesn't work, throw it away, you know, and don't feel bad that you didn't take someone's advice, because this is your family and this is your life and this is your child's life. So, you know, do what you know is best. Another one is fatigue and not having enough energy to get things done during the day. I totally agree with this. That is a major challenge for me because, you know, I homeschool Priya. I take her out during homeschooling sometime, like to the library, aquarium, zoo, the kids museum. Then I also help out my mother 2 times a week. I also go and visit my father once a week. I also have my wife duties, and I also have my homemaker duties where I'm, you know, cooking, cleaning, and just making sure the house is a peaceful place and a loving place for my family to live. All of that is very difficult. Like I said, you need those days for yourself to kind of reset, and it is okay if you don't get any of those tasks done that you had planned out at the beginning of your day, because things happen. And so we also need to stop looking to the left looking to the left and to the right at other people and making judgments on yourself and comparing yourself. You are you, and no one else can do what you do and for you and your household. Be confident in that, knowing that you have all the tools that you need to be the best mother possible. And I'm also talking to myself when I'm going over these challenges with you, because I need a lot of reminders myself. This is also a good one. Letting go of everything. Ideas about time, ideas about achievement, ideas about perfection, and ideas about motherhood. A lot of times we look to social media for what should we do with this, or how does a day-to-day, day in the life look like for this stay-at-home mom. I was doing that at first, and yes, I did record videos for my routine, but I always say this in my videos, these are my own personal journey as a mother and going through motherhood. And I don't want anyone else to look up to me in any way. I just want to inspire people to be real and be real with yourself. That's all my channel is here to do. And also just give you some ideas and some helpful tips along the way. And I also just want to say that, you know, as far as referring back to that challenge, letting go is very hard, because you have to let go of the standards. You have to let go of being a perfectionist. Everything is not going to go your way. You have a toddler or a little one. They set the tone. If they have a meltdown, they have a meltdown. And so now you're late. But that's the journey of motherhood, and that's the journey of being a parent, and knowing your child and knowing their triggers. You're going to learn as you go along. And as you have that second child, that third child, you know, it may get better, it may get worse, but that's the beauty of it. You never know what you're gonna get, and it's I love that. And I would say that this is the number one challenge, and it says staying connected with myself separate from my role as a mother. And I had a big challenge of that because I surrounded myself so much with Priya and what she had going on and making sure that her needs were met, but I was lacking in taking care of myself. And so I started my husband actually helped me start just taking the time in the morning or at night to get the things that I want to do done. And whether that be just primping on myself, working as far as my YouTube channel, you know, whether I needed to record or edit, whatever it is, my husband allows me to take that time. Like, he just takes Priya, and then I'm able to do what I need to do. And I am so thankful for that support, and I don't know what I would be doing without him. So I do thank you, Peyton, for that. But you need to make sure that yourself is taken care of before you can take care of someone else. It's not a selfish thing, so don't feel guilty about it. And most days I do feel guilty if, you know, I just want to take a break and, you know, go for a walk and Priya's with my husband and they're bonding. That's okay. Do not feel bad about that. All right, so those are the challenges of motherhood that I Googled, and I just wanted to go over those challenges with you all. Please leave any comments down below on you know, your feedback on these challenges. Share your input. It is greatly appreciated for all the comments and the likes. And if you like this video and enjoy videos like this, please leave a comment down below and let me know, and I can continue making more and more videos like this topic. That's it. Again, thank you so much for watching my channel, Mothers Teach. My name is Simone. Until next time.